Bill Cipher. Asterisk, what if the laws of physics were just a suggestion? What if time wasn't real? What if everything you thought was reality was just a joke? Bill Cipher does not live in our universe. He exists outside of it. He is not bound by gravity, by space, by logic, because to him, reality is a toy, and he is the child that delights in breaking it. He speaks in riddles, in cryptic messages that seem absurd, until the moment you realize, too late, that he has already won. He does not fight. He does not struggle. Because how do you fight something that does not follow the rules? He bends time. He shatters space. He plucks minds apart like a child pulling the wings off a fly, not out of cruelty, but because it amuses him. He does not seek destruction. He does not seek power. He simply seeks chaos. Because to Bill Cipher, the universe is nothing more than a game. And we are just the pieces. Asterisk.
Pyramid head asterisk. Most monsters chase you. Pyramid head follows. Slow, unstoppable, inevitable. There is no running from him, no hiding, no escape, because Pyramid Head is not a man. He is not a creature. He is a punishment. Born from the shattered psyche of a man drowning in guilt, he is the physical manifestation of suffering. His rusted helmet hides no face, only the absence of identity. His great blade does not cut cleanly. It drags, it grinds, it tortures. He does not speak. He does not reason. He does not need to, because the weight of his presence alone is enough. A sound, a scrape, the metal dragging against concrete. And when you hear it, you understand. He has found you. And what comes next? You deserve it. Asterisk. Kefka Palazzo asterisk. There is madness. And then there is Kefka. He does not seek power. He does not seek control. He seeks nothing at all. There is no grand design, no ultimate plan. Kefka does not want to rule the world. He wants to see it burn. At first glance, he is nothing more than a jester, a clown, a fool wrapped in bright colors and painted with a manic smile. But beneath the laughter, behind the madness, lies something far worse, a void where a conscience should be. He does not kill out of necessity. He does not destroy out of anger. He does it for fun. And then, he wins. The mad clown becomes a god. With a snap of his fingers, he remakes reality itself, not into an empire, not into an order, but into a broken, empty wasteland. There is no hope, no future, no meaning. And from above, perched atop a throne of ruin, and he laughs. Life is a joke. And the punchline? Everything must die. Asterisk. The Lich. Asterisk. Some villains are conquerors, others are tyrants. But the Lich? The Lich is something else entirely. He does not rule. He does not command. He does not wage war. He simply erases. Born from the nuclear fires of the Great Mushroom War, the Lich is the natural conclusion to all things. His purpose is not driven by hatred or ambition. He does not revel in destruction. He simply exists to end existence. A whisper in the dark, a sickness in the air. His presence alone is corruption. His words do not persuade, they infect. Minds crumble, bodies rot, and the world itself bends to his will. There is no pleading with him, no reasoning, no mercy, because the Lich is not a person. He is entropy given form. And what do you do when you realize that death cannot die? Asterisk.
Walk into the well.
Darth Nihilus. Darth Nihilus asterisk. What happens when a Sith Lord loses everything? His body, his soul, his very sense of self? He becomes a wound. Darth Nihilus was once a man. He had thoughts, emotions, desires. But the devastation of Malachar V ripped that away, leaving behind something that should not exist, a void that walks. He does not hunger for power. He does not seek domination. He hungers for life itself. A hunger so vast, so insatiable, that he does not feed, he consumes. Entire planets have been devoured, left as nothing more than empty husks. Cities reduced to silence. Species erased, not by war, not by conquest, but by something far worse, a hunger that cannot be satisfied. And the most terrifying truth? He does not kill out of cruelty. He does not consume because he wants to. He does it because he has to. He is no longer a Sith and no longer a man. He is an event, a natural disaster, a force that cannot be reasoned with, because it no longer has a will of its own. And if something has to consume, how do you stop it? Asterisk.
I'm death, straight up.
Pinhead. And then there is pleasure. Most villains kill because they must, because they hate, because they desire control. Pinhead? Pinhead offers you a choice. He does not hunt. He does not chase. He does not force his victims to open the door. He simply waits for them to invite him in. And when they do, there is no turning back. For Pinhead does not deal in mere pain. He is not a butcher, nor a torturer. He is a guide. To him, suffering is not a curse. It is not a punishment. It is enlightenment. His world is not of fire and brimstone, of agony and regret. It is something far worse, a place where pleasure and pain become one, where the body is stripped away, and only the experience remains. And once you begin that journey, once you have glimpsed the truth, you will not want to leave. Not because you cannot, but because, in the end, you will not want to. Asterisk.
Thou shalt not bow down before any graven image.
Dark side. Some villains seek power. Dark side does not seek. Dark side takes. He does not rage. He does not shout. His conquest is not made through brute force or reckless destruction. He waits. Because to dark side, victory is not a possibility. It is a certainty. He does not see himself as a villain. He is not a conqueror. He is inevitability. His rule is not law, it is the natural order. To him, free will is a mistake, a flaw that must be corrected. And so, he spreads his influence. Not with swords. Not with armies. But with a whisper. It will not be because he killed. It will be because, in the end, Darkseid is. Asterisk.
I am Darkseid.